Think your US trademark is enough? Here is how a Chinese trademark could save your Amazon brand in the US. Now, pretty much if you know Kevin King, he's big Amazon seller and he sent an email out, be careful, you may need a Chinese trademark. I am a Chinese Amazon seller. The author goes on to say if you have a US trademark and your products are selling well, it's important to register a trademark in China too. Otherwise, someone might register it before you, cause issues at Chinese customs, and force you to pay to resolve the problem. So, what happened is if you buy your products from China, right, you have like a special private label item, right, and you buy it from China, your manufacturer or somebody that knows your product could file a trademark in China. And if they're trying to make it manufacture in China or trying to ship it out of China, the Chinese government's going to be like, whoa, this is trademarked. Like, this isn't allowed, even though it's trademarked in the US, if you catch what I'm saying. So somebody else can have a trademark in China, and then if you create your product in China and try to ship it to the US, it could cause huge issues in customs because they're going to say, "Oh, this Chinese trademark is owned by somebody else. We're not going to ship it to the US." And even if you already have a trademark in the US, because the trademarks in the US only work in the US, they don't work everywhere. So if you are manufacturing in China, keep this in mind. This is exactly what happened to somebody. And then here's a similar story so you can learn more. Brian and Janie discussed a critical issue they faced during their Amazon journey recently on a podcast. They were being blocked from importing their product due to not having a Chinese trademark. This problem arose when a competing seller who was also sourcing from the same Chinese factory filed a US design patent on a shared product design. The factory had assisted this competitor with the patent process as well. The competitor used the patent to file intellectual property complaints, leading to Amazon suspending their their ASIN. To further complicate matters, the competitor's IP allowed them to block exports of the products from China, effectively cutting off their supply chain. The couple found themselves at a high stakes situation with their Amazon listings. They scrambled, contacted an IP lawyer. Eventually, Brian reached out directly to the competitor for a solution. They agreed to release the IP complaint. However, they required a full formal mutual settlement agreement to ensure that future disputes would not arise. The resolution not only salvaged their business, but also allowed the sale to proceed. So crazy stuff is happening, right? So pretty much, if you manufacture only in the U.S., this isn't an issue, right? Or if you're a reseller, this might not be an issue. You could tell your manufacturer about it. But if you manufacture products in China, maybe you should get a trademark, right? That way they can't, if a Chinese person gets a trademark in China and you make them in China, they try to send them over, it could cause a lot of issues. It's just something to think about long term. And we want to see how much does it cost to get a Chinese trademark. It's like $50. So, I mean, it's not too bad. I don't want you spending extra fees. Right now, we don't offer this as a service because I haven't had it happen yet to anybody, but it's something to just be aware of. As well as Chinese trademark on Fiverr. This person's charging $5 to help you out, and he's got like 5-star review, 10 reviews, right? $5. But if you did need help with any of this or you're running into issues, you can contact EHP Consulting Group. We do specialize in everything Amazon, and we have fixed an issue like this similar that happened in the UK. A Chinese seller was selling an item and they got the trademark in the UK before our client did, and it caused huge issues. They kicked them off a brand registry in the UK and they were only allowed to sell the product in the US. It was a huge mess, but we did get it resolved. So if you do need help with this in similar situations, contact ehpconsultinggroup.com. I'm Josh Hackett, CEO, and I'm just keeping you informed.